Imagine a single photograph so powerful that it seems to tell a whole story, a moment frozen in time where no words are needed. That kind of picture belongs to Caitlin Clark. Recently, one image of her made headlines, one that leaves almost nothing to the imagination and yet says so much. It shows her in a way that fans have rarely seen, and it has people talking everywhere. Caitlin Clark is a standout basketball player who rose from a young talent to a major name in women's basketball. She plays for the Indiana Fever in the Women's National Basketball Association after a college career where she broke scoring records. She is not just known for her game. She also connects deeply with her fans, and her presence off the court often becomes the center of attention. There are a few images of her that went viral or sparked conversation. One set shows her then and now, from childhood to professional. Another image captured her reaction in a candid moment when someone turned her into an internet meme. What is important is that the picture leaves little for guesswork. You see growth. You see confidence. You see someone comfortable in her own skin. You also see the pressure, the spotlight, and maybe the cost of being under that spotlight. The reason why the picture caught so much attention is because it connects with people in many ways. First, it shows growth in time. From a young girl with a headband and a dream, to a professional athlete facing cameras and millions of fans, that transition is captured perfectly. For many viewers, this speaks to ambition and transformation. Second, it shows relatability and realness. Even though Caitlin is famous, her expressions in the photos feel very human. In one picture, she reacted to a funny meme of herself and looked just like anyone else caught off guard. That realness draws people in and makes her more relatable. Third, the image feels like a statement. Pictures can say what words cannot. The photograph becomes a message about her role, her journey, and her growth. It shows that she is more than an athlete. She is a public figure and a person with emotions and stories behind every smile. The way the picture is framed gives clues to what lies behind the scenes. There are also lessons we can take from this. Be present in your own story, from where you started to where you are now, because every step matters. Do not hide your journey, because the path with its struggles and changes is what makes you strong. The picture of Caitlin Clark does not pretend that things were easy. It shows contrast, change, and growth. Image is not everything, but it is a powerful way to communicate. One single photo reached many more people than a long article ever could. It shows that how we present our moments can truly make a difference. This picture is also a sign of how media and fans shape the image of athletes. Caitlin Clark's picture is not only about beauty or fame. It shows how social platforms can make athletes more visible and human at the same time. There was even a moment when she was handed a camera to take photos herself and capture her team from her own point of view. That mix of formal and informal sides shows a new kind of athlete, one who is both a player and a storyteller. The viral nature of her picture also shows how quickly messages can spread. What we show and how we show it truly matters. For Caitlin Clark, and for anyone in the public eye, these kinds of photographs carry great weight. They become part of how people remember you. It sets an expectation because people will compare before and after and follow every change. It builds a brand, as her image now blends athlete, influencer, and role model. It also adds pressure because once a picture goes public, people might assume that what they see in it is always the truth. That is not always fair, but it is part of being in the spotlight. At the end of everything, that photo of Caitlin Clark tells us that she has grown and changed. She is now standing at the top of a steep hill, facing cameras, fans, and expectations. Yet the picture reminds us that she is still human. It invites us not just to admire the athlete, but to think about our own journeys too. Where were we 5 or 10 years ago? Where are we now? What story does our picture tell? Every person has a story, and sometimes a single picture can tell it better than 1,000 words. If you enjoyed this story, stay tuned for more as we look at how athletes like Caitlin choose what they show the world and what they keep private. Make sure to share your own growth moments in the comments, and maybe your story will inspire someone else too. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.